Hello, this is Steve from Middle Kingdom Fitness. I hope you're all doing well. As you can see, I have a Torroband resistance band wrapped around my neck. Now, I ordered this about a year ago, and I did post a review at the time, and it was very favorable. But how do I feel a year later? Well, let me just show you the band itself. As stated before, I love the handles. These things are solid. No chips, they don't break. The only thing is that when you let go of them, you have to be careful because they make quite a noise either against the floor or against the door if you have it anchored. So, very durable. Another good thing is that of the 4 bands, none of them show any wear and tear. They're easy to clean, so I'm happy with all of that. The accessories, it comes with the standard accessories, including the handles, obviously, an anchor, a good anchor, ankle straps, and a traveling bag. But they also have 2 additional accessories. One of them is a cylindrical foam pad, very much like if you were doing squats and you didn't want the bar against your neck. And that cylindrical pad, which I had to examine a little bit more thoroughly before I even knew what it was, is meant to keep the bands, clean. If you are outside in the street or at the beach or something, you can wrap the pad around it and then step on the pad. And then there was another thing. I didn't even know what it was. I did all my research. I checked. I looked for YouTube videos. I looked for Google images. I had no idea what it was. And I contacted their customer service, and they told me that it's really a giant anchor more than anything else. It's a nylon strap with a hook on the end. So, if you wanted to attach the bands to a fence post or a tree, anything wide that's not a door, then you can use this. It kind of looks like, I've seen these bands being used if you were trying to pull up a bunch of weight, almost like a homemade kettlebell with just different weight plates. I haven't used it yet, but it's nice to know. So with the band itself, I'm very happy. I use them all the time. The one regret with the bands themselves is they come in 4 sizes. I wish they came in 5 sizes. It comes with a 40, 60, 70, 80. I really wish that they had a 50, and then it would make transitioning from one band to the next very easy. Unfortunately, there isn't a 50 that I'm aware of, so I have to add other brands of resistance bands to make up for the difference. And I just feel like I'm not getting an even pull when I do that. That the bands are kind of fighting against each other, if that makes any sense. As I said, I did contact customer service to find out about what that accessory was, and they got back to me very fast. But I took a lot of criticism on Facebook groups when I mentioned that I'm a believer in the Torroband system, and a lot of them made comments about poor customer service, not getting back to them, taking months to actually send out the package. And when I think about it, it did take a while to get my package. I kind of forgot that. But I assumed because I had it sent to the U.S. and then an intermediary in the U.S. sent them to me in the Philippines. But now that I think about it, yeah, he had to wait a while to get them. So that's something. But also a lot of people saying that their customer service, their support doesn't get back to you. And I discovered that as well eventually. I didn't believe it at first based on my first experience. But I had a question. For those of you who don't know, I was a representative for the company, an ambassador, if you will. And if you wanted them, you can contact me and I would give you a discount code. And I would be able to discount your bands $100, which is pretty significant when it's a $200 purchase. So it's, I mean, pretty much 50% off. But I was confused about their main marketing photo, which says that you get 350 pounds of resistance. So I did the math. 40 times 60 times, I'm sorry, let's do this again. I'm not a math teacher, I'm an English teacher. 40 plus 60 plus 70 plus 80 doesn't add up to 350. It adds up to 250. And I figured, well, maybe when you combine bands, it adds additional resistance. So maybe there's some kind of physicist explanation to why it's 350 and not 250. And it made sense to me that if you're adding more bands, it makes it harder to complete the movement. So maybe it adds an additional 100 pounds of resistance. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore, and I reached out to them, and it took a long time to get an answer. And the answer was, no, it's 250, but it can hold up to 350. So you would have to order additional bands if you wanted that 350. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I am an English teacher. I do have a master's degree, and I felt that photo of 350 pounds of resistance, I'm not going to say it was deceitful, but it was misleading, and that bothers me. Customer service is very important to me, so I discontinued my ambassadorship with them. I mean, I never made it official, but I just stopped promoting the product. So yeah, I love the product itself, but I'm disappointed with the support and the customer service that is supposed to accompany it. So that's what I think a year later. Just my opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion. Feel free to share it. Thank you for viewing. If you haven't done so, please subscribe. Please view all my videos, or as many as you can. I mean, I have over 500. Like, comment, all of that will help me. If you can share it with your friends, even better. Thanks for your time. Commit to consistency.